Alright, so I'm gonna pick up where I left off of Shadows of the Mountains. And I'm like right by the thing, so let's go ahead and get over there. Wonderful! It's solid, almost as if it was grown from the very soil, more robust than even the roots of Great Mother Tree that grows beneath the scions of the canopies and mountain cliffs. Now I can head back and take up my shift in peace. Of the three lesser shadow pins, you you remained. If I ever should pen a tale about the pins transforming to lovely tribeswomen, you shall be loveliest amongst them. Er. Wow, so you were the one most interested in stone pillars all along? Huh. Shocking. Hey now, that's ignorant speaking. Here in Natland, we believe that pure spirit and intelligence dwell within all things. For us, things taking on human form is a most traditional theme. For example, the tale of a beech tree shadow that transformed into a young woman and a young flower feather clan tribesman who fell from the sky, or the story of a man who was human by day but would morph into a Saurian during the moonlight at night. Many are the ways which tales are told, but they are all variations on that same theme I spoke of. Sounds a little dubious to me. Well, that is what a lot of stories say. That much I'll swear to you as one who tells tales. Wait, what about the Shadowpin story then? There's no real shadow of the Volcano Lord, is there? And if the shadow is the abyss, then what is a pin really? Oh ho! You're a lot sharper than I thought, little Paimon. Let's see, where should I start with such a story? Long ago, the mountain range where the Children of Echoes made their homes was not as it is today. It was more normal, more complete, more lovely. Everything changed when the Khaenri'ah catastrophe struck. The Khaenri'ah catastrophe? Indeed, Natland's ley lines were always special and somewhat delicate, and so this calamity brought utter devastation. They say that the Night Kingdom was severely damaged in that disaster, and the totem pole's light grew dim. The Wyob could not hear the tribe's cries. And up on land, a dark tide of disaster blazed toward the mountain range, brought on by two Khaenri'ah soldiers. It was they who were the source of the troubles. Khaenri'ah soldiers? That's right. At that time, the tribe's leader had gone forth to the lone island in the west to resist the giant beasts. Elder Tror had no choice but to contend with the abyss, and those two abject Khaenri'ahs. Finally, the tribe's warriors and Saurians, exhausting their spirit, flesh, and blood, found a way to use the iridescent inscription, fashioning giant stone nails out of solid phlogiston. And Elder Tror was first to leap into the dark pit, crying, "If the abyss should ensnare death, let us flip the script. With death and sacrifice we shall ensnare the abyss." The brave warriors followed him in, and after much sacrifice, the abyss was at last sealed beneath the earth. This is the true tale of the past. Even the Children of Echoes, who excavate solid phlogiston and gems for a living, know that the phlogiston around the stone nails must remain untouched. So that's the story. What happened 5 centuries ago, and yet you made it sound like it was something you saw yourself. That's a storyteller's duty. I love my work, and amongst all the tales I tell, I love the stories of these heroes the most. I am not a nimble fellow, nor am I the best fighter. If anything, I'm the furthest from a hero. But when I tell their tales, or tell their stories, I feel like I'm right there, traveling, adventuring, and fighting alongside them. I feel them smile upon me, egging me on, as if standing in the shadows of the bonfires, listening to me as they would a friend bragging of their exploits. And perhaps that is how I fight alongside them, by ensuring that their stories will be passed down and remembered from generation to generation. Rawr! Wait a second. So, what does that elder story have to do with the Volcano Lord, and why do Shadow Pins have that name? Haha, still thinking about that, Paimon? It's simple. It's just a little play on words, commonly done in many stories. It's called a shadow pin because it pins shadows. Easy, right? Ugh. Wow, the two of you made the same noise. That's not where Paimon thought this was going. Wait, what's going on? You're shaking up and down, Traveler. It's the ground that's shaking, Paimon. Wait, what's going on? Oh wait, I already read that. I blame Titu's awful gape. Jape. Jape? I guess that's Jape. Come on, my joke wasn't that disastrous. It's a shadow pin. That's where the tremors are coming from. Something's wrong. Come on, we need to get back there. Why did this... We drove all the three lesser pins into the ground, but the Abyss's influence is getting stronger. That's impossible. The Woven Scroll stories clearly state that things our experiences do not prepare us for things our experiences do not prepare us for do sometimes happen. It's more accurate to say that accidents happen so often that even Paimon stopped being surprised. Could it be that some change has overtaken the abyss, surging within the ley lines, causing its resistance to grow stronger? Either way, it feels like something terrible is happening down there. Why don't we try getting closer? Look. Rawr! But please do, Traveler. That looks like it could be another nail.
Solidify!
Rise.
Stefana! Surprise! A round of applause!
Order guide you! Gather!
Be amazed! Stefana!
Orders given. Orders received. Life goes on.
Solidify! I will have order!
Surprise!
Get blown away!
Stefana! Let the magic begin!
Here comes the finale.
Let's do this then!
Out of the way or get blown
Stabilize!
Rise.
Surprise! Stefana! Cue the spotlight!
Out of the way or get blown away! Yes, you are. Qualified.
Step right up.
Okay. Uh-oh. Is it supposed to? Oh, it broke. Oh. Paimon, or Traveler, Paimon, Kalur, are you all unhurt? Paimon's okay. Kinda. Brr. You don't look injured, Kalur. Did the big pillar scare you just now? Good to see that you're okay. Back in action already. Hehe, you're awesome. Ahem. Well, that was a lucky break amidst our misfortune. This cloud of smoke is huge, every bit as large as the plumes of volcanic ash hurled out by the volcano lord in the stories. Still, Paimon didn't think that the big shadow pin would come crashing down and bore such a big hole into the ground, in the ground. As to that, to be honest, I don't know what comes next. But we can always inspect the hole first. For all we know, maybe this isn't too big a deal right. It would be the right moment for some sort of iconic twist, after all. You know, like how a bandit finds that treasure he spent half his life searching for is actually worthless. Perhaps this place we've guarded for centuries has been empty all along. Or maybe we'll find that the story of the Shadow Pin is but a 5 centuries old prank that some bored ancestor of ours came up with. Sorry, I know I'm rambling, but I can't help but be nervous. Either way, I have no clue what we'll find down there. But still, I will go. Hey, don't worry about it. We'll come with you. It doesn't look too serious. It's just a really big hole, right? Just a normal kind of big, really. The shape's kind of ugly, too. When did you become some cavity connoisseur, huh? Sure, we've seen lots of these, but... Rawr! Rawr! Hey, don't you copy him when he's being a bad role model. You don't want to pick up bad habits. That's where the Great Shadow Pin fell. It seems it's gone down much deeper than I imagined. It's almost like there was a whole open space down there to begin with. Right. This huge space can't have appeared because the Shadow Pin fell through it. It must have been here long before, with the Shadow Pin suspended above it. Threatened thing that might crawl up from surfacing, perhaps? Roar? Anyway, look, things look all right over here for now. I'll report this back to the tribe later. Oh. There's like a hissing thing? Calamity, pain, save. Yeah, what was that? I heard a voice. What's wrong? You all look so good, especially... You don't look so good, especially you, Titu. It's as I feared. The iridescent inscription on the pin must have sent something down there, causing it to fall. That legend is real. The spirits of the fallen Conrian soldiers are about to emerge. Roar. Titu, are you okay? Not really, I'm afraid. That voice, so cold, so coarse, just listening to a few syllables was like running my brain across sandpaper. If it's that bad, why don't you stay here and keep watch, just to make sure no one falls in and all. And as for us, we'll go down and see what's happening. No, you can't. It's dangerous down there. There's no reason you should be put in more peril, and I'll not be the one to do it. We've exchanged names, but not blows. That makes us friends. Heh. So, calm in the face of danger. Are you used to it, or is this just the natural result of possessing overwhelming strength? Well, let us go down together then. Though I do not have the power to resist the abyss, as I am one who tells tales, I might be able to be of some help regarding that below Natline surface. Besides, to witness things to their completion is a storyteller's duty. But let's take 5 first. Once we're ready, let's head into this cavernous cavity, shall we? Oh, that's the end of that segment. Oh. Is it a completely new quest? Nope, it's still that. Okay, we'll just continue then. Oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so this is the pin. The pin did not finish going down. Oh look, there's the inscription. Touch. Oh. Gravestone? Huh? Why is there a stone tablet here? It might have been left by tribesfolk of the past. That happens quite often around here. Long ago, this was a boundary marker telling you that you've crossed the line. You can sometimes find stones with patterns carved in white on them throughout our lands that serve the same purpose. They've just all been abandoned. Brr? So that's what happened. Boundaries and borders are no laughing matter here. Between the living and the dead, within and without, above and below, only those who have crossed these lines can grasp the dangers they face. It is said that there was once a stone tablet in an ancient ruin that read thus: "If any tread past the stone with ill intent, mine hand shall drake claw become, and grasp their neck shall I." Wait. What if this stone tablet has some sort of warning or curse on it then? I can tell at a glance. Turo left this here to think that. Wait, where have I heard that name? Oh, that's the elder who fought against the abyss. Rawr! Haha, you're quite the avid listener. Storytellers love people like you know? After all, the capacity to remember such tales is a basic quality that all storytellers must have. Let me see. I am the elder of the Children of Echoes, Toro, and I leave this inscription here. I am the storyteller of the Children of Echoes, Toro, and I leave this inscription here. I am the shield and spear of the Children of Echoes, Toro, and I leave this inscription here. To impart to those who will come after, and to seek instruction from the ancestors and Wyab, and to smooth out my present wrinkles. Here I shall leave 3 blessings. The first is from my friends from afar. Let us have one more drink, Zephaniah, and Erzer, you who guided the black flood here to the place of the seal. You do not wish me to name your deeds heroism, for you see it as only doing your duty. You would prefer to be known as cowards, rogues, or a thorn in our side, that you should ever increase our vigilance, like an amphid that bites a saurian. As a storyteller, thus did I promise you, yet I must speak the truth here. Forever and always shall you be heroes who fought alongside our tribe, the brotherkin of the Children of Echoes. The second is for the valiant ones who were sacrificed. Let us have one more drink, my warriors, for we are illuminated by the iridescent god and guided by our chief Sundet, Shunjeta, and shall not tarnish their great names. We pray to the spirit of Waxakola Hoba Khan. I am butchering this terribly. The madman who stole fire from the throat of the great dragon. To him who willingly offer up our deaths and lives that he might block the arcane magics of the abyss with radiant glyphs. As an elder, I bless the warriors. May we one day be free. May every death have meaning, for all life has a place to return. The third is for those who come after and read this inscription. Let us have one more drink. Those who come after, for our hope, for our future. If you are reading this, know that the situation is dire, but it is no time for fear. As the shield and spirit of the tribe, I bless you. Know well that fortresses forged from the sacrifices of flesh and blood cannot stand forever, and the only true immortality is the indomitable spirit. May you be able to win final victory. It says friends from afar, Zephaniah and Erzer. You prefer to be known as cowards, rogues, or thorn on our side, that you should ever increase our vigilance like an amphid that bites a saurian. Yet I must speak the truth here. Forever and always shall you be heroes who fought alongside our tribe, the brotherkin of the Children of Echoes. Ah, wait, are those Conrians fought alongside the tribe then? Well, the names of those two have always featured in stories as the embodiment of evil. They've even appeared in my nightmares. If you don't stop crying, the ghosts of Conrian soldiers will follow the sound and track down your shadow, so they said, but it was all a lie? Such injustice, that those who gave all for our tribe should bear such slander. Yeah, that's so sad. Oh, they did not care for their own name. They only wished to see their will fulfilled. So that's how it is. Paimon gets it. Most heroes don't do great deeds to become heroes. They become heroes because they do those deeds. That's why they don't care about what others think of them. Perhaps you're right, but... there, the iridescent inscription goes. Oh, wow. Wow, so this must have been where they finally sealed the abyss. Look, traveler, there are so many golden patterns in the middle there. You can also see traces of abyss leakage here. Looks like that's the thing attracting the iridescent inscription. We need to get over there and have a look. Boop. There, I saw a thing for a waypoint. Right here. Oh shit. The fuck? Can I climb these? Nope, cannot climb it. Shifting and moving. And these must be the Conrian soldiers. Leave! Go! I don't want him to see me like this. The voice seems to come from the very depths of the unmoving statue. There's a hint of respect towards someone remaining within. Leave! Seal this place, as promised. That voice seems to come from the very depths of the unmoving statue. The rejection in those words are like two resolute hands that aim to push you from this place. Touch. I told you, it's dangerous. Get out of here. Calamity, the seal, torn apart. That voice is more complete now, but somehow it's just as frightening as before. My head still hurts a little, though. How are you feeling, traveler? It's no big deal. That's good. Anyway, how are you feeling, Kalor? Yeah, it looks like you're fine too. Now that we're here, it's clear that the voices we heard coming from the stone pillar must have been those of the Conrian soldiers who've been sealed here too. That means they were sealed in for many years alongside the Abyss. But what's gone wrong here? I think the problem here is similar to the one we encountered with the lesser shadow pits above. The surging abyss has caused the iridescent inscription's power to shatter and be squeezed out of that giant ceiling pillar. That means we'll need to find the large inscriptions fragments and find a way to put this eggshell back together again, right? Indeed. That way the seal can be fully restored and the abyss will stay sealed in this place. Then everything will likely go back to normal. But as with the lesser shadow pin, the solid Phlogian surface will have an intense adversarial reaction to the abyss, which is why the ground undulates so. We must be careful. Where are we going to find said fragments, though? Roar! Roar! Huh? Can you sense the inscription's powers hidden inside that thing, Kalor? You sure do have a pretty sharp nose. Wait, are you using your nose? Right? Wait, was that stone even there before? Did it just appear as you approached a large inscription, traveler? Well, whatever. Let's take a look around the rock first, shall we?
This is order.
Trying to trap me in here, eh?
Faster go.
Surprise! Over here!
Let's get this show on the road. Now disappear.
Okay. Oh, all this shifting. Oh look, there's another one. Let's go check out the other dangerous hazard-looking thing. Was I supposed to go a certain way? This is probably going to trigger the thing, isn't it? If I could land here? No. Jerks! I was here and it didn't do anything. Do I have to hit it? Oh, I do have to hit it. Because I had to fight it the first one, I thought I had to fight it again.
Stabilize.
I'm cheating. Looks like another fight's about to. Yep.
Order guide you. Solidify.
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Step on up. Surprise! Be amazed!
This is order. Stabilize.
Wheel of life.
Step on up.
Phew!
Surprise!
I couldn't cover my mouth when I sneezed
Let the
because I'm
magic
playing this.
begin!
Solidify.
Go.
Wrong one.
Step on up. Over here.
Here comes the finale.
Stabilize.
Wheel of life.
Step on up.
Aha! Just touch it once more and let the power of the flotion flow fully through the inscription. That way the eggshell and seal should seal up completely, preventing the abyss from escaping. Yeah, that should solve our problem. Let me try. Quick, quick! Seal us inside too, just as we agreed. Ugh, then leave. Get out of here. Why aren't you leaving? The calamity! Listen, there are more voices. More than those two soldiers, for sure. Behind the glowing inscription, from a place further still than the anguished howls, you hear wrathful roars and the pained whimperings of saurians. You hear the sound of incoherent flesh and blood merging, the sick, giant, sticky, approaching footfalls of some giant thing beyond description. But you also hear something like thousands of hands, thousands constantly resisting, pushing outward. You hear the endless battle in the narrow darkness. It is torment unto eternity. Roar! They cannot find peace. They fight on still. Those heroes are still locked in battle to this day, preventing the abyss from flooding out from the iridescent inscription. The stories I tell have purpose. I must always remember those brave warriors and their sacrifices. And yet, such suffering. Though the heroes are wounded, they shook it off and stood up, nothing hurt with toll. That is what the story says. But real wounds cannot be so easily shaken, nor true torment so easily conquered. They have suffered so long in that tiny, lightless world. Roar! Isn't there anything we can do for them? I want to as well, but the abyss. Perhaps the only thing we can do is inherit their will and reseal the inscription. Nor has this been the first time the Shadowpin has fallen, in our tribe's tales anyway. Some must have been here before, and some must have read Toror's tablet. Those who came before to restore the inscription must have seen what we saw. And yet, our stories did not change, for the warnings they gave were real, as were the dangers. All we can do is restore the inscription and leave, to remember always and never forget all that we have witnessed. Still, they're supposed to be heroes, but they've been left here to suffer forever. You're right, Paimon. This is no end for heroes. I know that. I wish to give them peace too, but I don't have the power. I'm just a storyteller. Traveler? Roar! Don't worry, we're strong together. Let's rewrite the story's ending. Really? You do that, Traveler? Of course we would. Cross Paimon's heart. Roar! The abyss is dangerous beyond compare. I'm not questioning your strength, but don't push yourself too hard. Don't worry, we've got experience with stuff like this, and we have the inscription in a pinch, too. True. You're even more impressive than I could have imagined, to be willing to give your all to resolve their pains. Truly, you are great heroes. And I am a storyteller, so I record the tales of heroes. Well then, traveler, O hero from another land, please, show me you shall valiantly triumph over the beast. That we shall do. So, shall we unseal the iridescent inscription now, or do you want to make some preparations first? One moment, let's prep real quick. Sure. Do all you need to, and be careful, traveler. I am going to do this in a separate recording, only because I don't want it to go too long, and I'm also going to heal up my characters real quick, too. But this is where I'm going to end this segment of the quest, and I'll see you guys later.